Hello everyone and welcome to Tally Technology videos. We are excited to introduce a new definition type in TDL, notification, available from TallyPrime Release 7.0. As TallyPrime continues to evolve, you'll often need a structured way to inform users about pending tasks, required actions, data alerts, reminders, and more. The notification definition provides a powerful and standardized way to deliver such alerts. It helps you design consistent, actionable notifications that appear within TallyPrime under the bell icon, and these can be fully controlled by you. In this video, you'll discover the new definition type, notification, the attributes available for use, and learn how to handle or make effective use of notifications. Let's learn how to create and effectively use the notification definition. We'll also explore its relevant attributes. As you can see, the syntax for the new definition is displayed on your screen. It follows the same pattern as any other definition in TDL. Every definition in TDL has its own set of attributes. Let's go through the attributes available for notification one by one. Activity name and activity ID. Every notification starts with an activity name, which is what the user actually sees in the notification report. Think of it as the title of your notification, something that clearly communicates its purpose. Along with that, we define an activity ID, which is an internal identifier that allows TallyPrime to recognize and manage the notification. Here's how you can define it. Together, the activity name and activity ID form a unique identity for each notification, ensuring that even if multiple notifications exist, each one can be distinctly identified and processed. You might wonder why both are needed. While the activity name is visible to users, the activity ID connects the notification to specific logic, such as handler functions or conditional checks. Next comes the activity description. This attribute adds a short, user-friendly explanation that appears under the description column in the allow or disallow notifications from customizations report. It's a small but important detail that helps users understand the purpose of the notification before deciding whether to allow or disallow it. This is a mandatory attribute. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. Company and handler. Not every notification needs to be global, some are relevant only to a specific company. For example, alerts about vouchers, ledgers, or company-specific data. That's where the isCompanyNotify attribute comes in. By default, it's set to yes, meaning the notification applies at the company level. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. The handler attribute acts as the functional backbone of a notification. Whenever a user presses enter on a notification, the handler triggers a function that defines what happens next. It could open a report, perform a data check, or initiate another process. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. Persist and type. Let's talk about how long a notification stays active. This is controlled by the persist attribute. If set to yes, the notification exists only while TallyPrime is open. If set to no, It persists across sessions, even after restarting TaliPrime. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. Next is the type attribute, which determines how the notification behaves. Possible types include: normal, can be acted upon and dismissed. Non-dismissible, must remain visible. No read, remains unread but dismissible. No read, no dismiss, stays unread and cannot be dismissed. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. Each type allows you to tailor the notification's behavior based on its importance. Snooze type and snooze value. Sometimes, users might want to pause a notification temporarily, not delete it, just snooze it. That's handled using snooze type. And snooze value. Snooze type determines when the notification should reappear, for example, after the next reminder date or product release. If you choose next reminder date, you'll also need to specify a snooze value, which defines how long the notification remains hidden. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. This gives developers finer control, making notifications less intrusive and more user-friendly. Raise new and expiry controls. Now, imagine a scenario where a similar notification already exists. That's where the raise new attribute comes in. It tells TaliPrime whether to raise a new notification or skip it if one already exists. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. We also have expiry-related attributes that determine how long a notification should remain active. Expiry relative defines whether expiry depends on another notification. If expiry relative is no, you can set an exact expiry date time. If expiry relative is yes, you can define an expiry duration, such as 2 days or 1 week. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. This ensures notifications remain timely and automatically clear when they're no longer needed. Actions: raise and delete notifications. Once notifications are defined, we need ways to manage them through actions. The two key actions are raise notification and delete notifications. Raise notification is used to trigger or open a notification. It's a global action that returns a Boolean value indicating whether the notification was successfully raised. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. When a notification's purpose is complete, you can use delete notifications to clear it system-wide. It deletes all notifications associated with a specific activity type. The syntax for this is shown on your screen. Now that we've explored the attributes and actions, let's see them in action. A TDL file named Due Sales Order Notification has been created and attached to TaliPrime. Before using it, go to Help, Settings, Display, and enable Allow add-ons to send notifications. Under this option, open Manage Notifications from Add-ons, where you'll see a list of all attached add-ons. Once enabled, click the SO Outstanding Notification button. You'll notice a red dot on the bell icon. That's your notification being raised. When you open the notification report, you'll see it listed with options like dismiss or filters by activity. With just a few lines of TDL code, you've created a fully functional, controllable notification system within TaliPrime. And that's how the notification definition empowers you to create rich, interactive, and context-aware notifications tailored to your customers' business needs. By using these attributes together, you can design a notification flow that not only alerts users but also guides them to take meaningful actions, making your customizations more intuitive and engaging. Thank you for joining us. We hope you're excited to start experimenting with notifications in your own TDL solutions.